The government of Canada is on the verge of suing Stellantis. The American auto giant decided early this year to move production of its Jeep Compass to the United States. And so last week, Industry Minister Mélanie Joly announced that Ottawa was activating a dispute resolution mechanism against the company that is basically a 30-day period for both parties to sit down and try to find a compromise. Joly's goal? To try to claw back the billions of dollars in subsidies that the Canadian government ended up giving to the US carmaker. Because according to Ottawa, the company's move is violating contractual jobs and production commitment that are linked to those subsidies. And if no compromise are to be found by early December, well, Canada is going to have to sue Stellantis outright. Now, the company did ended up receiving billions of dollars for retooling this Brampton facility in Ontario, specifically to make the brand new Jeep Compass, which might explain why Canada is panicking now that the company changed its mind. But Stellantis is insisting that this retooling is only on pause, not completely abandoned. The company is saying that it's not leaving Canada, and it's not going anywhere. It's only going to relocate workers elsewhere to minimize losses. And it's also important to remember that this Brampton facility is part of a much bigger picture, the Nexstar Energy EV battery project. That this one is located in Windsor, tied directly to Canada's national EV mandate. So here's the reason why it's getting messy. The USA ended up dropping its own EV mandate earlier this year. This means that the American automakers no longer have a legal reason to mass produce these EVs, especially because they're expensive, unpopular, and they're also extremely dependent on rare minerals, most of them controlled by China. So here is the question: is Stellantis simply adapting to this new reality by moving the Jeep Compass out? And if Canada is panicking because its entire green industrial strategy that is basically built on subsidies is starting to crumble in the background, even after the automakers won that they could not survive the move in its original timeline. So what's really happening in here? Is Ottawa mistaking subsidies for any kind of loyalty? And what about the other automakers in Canada that are silently watching this legal showdown unfolding in front of their eyes? What message does Canada is sending to foreign investors? Because when a country has to threaten the very companies it pays to stay here, is this any industrial strategy or just desperation?